Top of the morning to you. It's Wednesday the 2nd of April. It's coming up to 12:30 and the temperature is between 11 and 12 centigrade, and we're sitting out here having a cup of tea and eating a time out, and it's great to see the arrival of spring. A wee bit of colour and a wee bit of greenery, and I have gone through this flower bed here and wet it, and I can tell you there was plenty of weeds, and I'm sure there's still plenty of weeds with the roots in underneath it. But I went up to Woodlawn Garden Centre outside Carryduff, because I've been round to one or two other garden centres and I couldn't come across any wildflowers. We're encouraged to plant wildflower seeds, and this is all I could find. And these are not cheap. You know, it's 1.2 litres there, and this one's called Mini Meadow for bees, butterflies and bugs, with root grow mycorrhizal fungi. 17 quid. So not cheap at all. I mean, whenever I started growing wildflower seeds, you know, it was 50% of that. I mean, it was half the price. This one's from Unit 930, Comforth Drive, Kent Science Park, Sittingbourne. At least it's bagged up and sorted out in the UK. Everything else comes from Southeast Asia or China. But anyway, I'll not go on to a rant about that. It says to shake well before use, and it gives you a lot of blurb here. And I'm wanting to plant these to provide a bit of colour and a bit of nectar for the bugs, the flying insects and the butterflies. If we get any butterflies, we had something like 2 or 3 butterflies the whole of last year. It was absolute disaster. And you know, I've been weeding in the garden, and there's precious few bugs of any description, and there's precious few bees last year, and I've seen precious few this year. I've seen one worker bee and one one bumblebee so far, and you know, let's hope it changes this year, but I very much doubt it. And nobody's saying anything about this absence of mini beasts in our gardens. But anyway, I could go on a rant about that too. So ideally sow in spring and autumn. Wildflowers can be sensitive to competition from weeds. Germination will vary but should commence within 28 days. So there you go. Ready, I must get these pots ready for these wildflower seeds. And I've cleaned out most of them on the planters. Oh, so it's just great to see a bit of sunshine. People go on about global warming and climate change. I wish our climate would change and would get temperatures maybe 3 or 4 centigrade warmer right throughout the year than what we do. I haven't noticed any change in our climate. We've possibly become a lot wetter and more overcast, so it's actually been to the detriment of gardens and wildlife. There's the head range coming on. And a honeysuckle in the corner, and Virginia creeper, and beginning to green up. And this thing here actually is showing wee flowers. I'm going to water everything. We haven't had significant quantities of rain over the last 2 weeks, which is strange for in round Belfast. So the plants need to get a drop of water. But it is lovely to see the daffs and the tulips coming. Those are poppies. And that's my peanuts and Niger seed. And I do put out other seed there, mixed seed. So this is the garden. We're able to sit out on this. It's very, very pleasant. There's one tulip, and our rhubarb's doing well. It's doing better than it has ever done. Probably because of the amount of rain that we've had. So let's go around the front. I'm gonna weed all this all over again, and then I'll rake it, and then I'll plant the wildflower seeds. Oh, I forgot to show you these. The wee sort of alpines, and they've done remarkably well. Some things do really well, and other stuff don't. Don't know why. And provide a bit of colour. Oxalis, tulips. And the daffodils dying off. And I must cut this lawn again. Wee apple tree, mountain ash at the far end with a tulip growing underneath, and it's hard to maintain the tulips because of the grandchildren running amok. But that's the way it is. And some of the daffs on the far side there. There's our climber, and another climber at the far end. Well, 3 or 4 actually. So look at the weather, isn't this tremendous? Daffodils I planted on this verge here just haven't done well at all. 1 or 2 of them. I expected an awful lot more. If I'm going to make any difference, I'm going to have to plant so many more. I don't know why. The daffodils have sort of, you know, you plant dozens and you get very little comeback. Don't know why. And of course somebody's left rubbish, which I will pick up now. So I hope you're good where you are. This weather is tremendous. This is just fabulous. Even if we could have sunny weather, temperatures of 12 and 14 right throughout our summer, it would be great. bit of a breeze, but as long as the sun's shining and it's not bucketing down on you, you know. There's Harlan with cranes. Okie doke.